just think in terms of security and stuff, maybe there was nothing to be afraid of other than natural threats.
All right, I love old ruins, and today we have a cool settlement built high up into the side of a cliff. This is Montezuma Castle National Monument in Camp Verde, Arizona. So, this national monument has a small visitor center with some souvenirs and small exhibits about the people that used to live here. Remember and be sure to get the stamp. There's one at every national park. Outside, a short paved trail loops around to show you the cliffside dwelling and another almost like apartment complex built into the cliffs a little further to the west. It's cool to see. Then the trail loops back past the bend in the Beaver Creek and you end up almost back at the visitor center. It's a short trail, and by short, I mean like around 0.4 mile loop. So you'll be done with it quick. Apparently, you used to be able to climb up to the 45-room castle, but then people ruined it by damaging it over the years, so nowadays you just have to look at it from down below. It definitely would have been cool to explore the inside of the dwelling and climb around and see the view from up top, but in the name of preservation, I guess it makes sense. So what's cool is that this castle, this dwelling, was supposedly built by the Sinagua people hundreds of years ago, and estimates place the castle's construction between 1100 AD and 1350 AD. Archaeologists believe it was built and added to gradually over time. Eventually, it may have been abandoned due to resource depletion in the area. So yeah, that makes sense. If you farm and fish and deplete all the resources, then I guess you have no food left and you gotta move. One thing I did want to point out actually though is that for a people named Sinagua, which is without water in Spanish, there definitely seems to be a lot of water next to them. Maybe they should have been called the Conagua people. Nevertheless, this is an important historical and cultural site, and it was great to just walk around and imagine what life was like here all those years back. This place was declared a U.S. National Monument in 1906 and was one of the 4 original sites designated by the man himself, Teddy Roosevelt. The castle was also added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1966. Honestly though, this was just a really nice park, and I could see myself sitting here next to like the creek on the bench, like reading a book or something. So definitely come check it out if you were traveling along the I-17 and have like half an hour to spare or more. And extra definitely come check it out if you have the National Park Pass. It's definitely worth it. There is also a second part of this national park, which is the Montezuma Well, which I will be covering in a separate video. That one is cool because it's kind of like an oasis in the desert. So until next time, see ya.